Decolonising the Curriculum, a primary school's journey towards anti-racism and curriculum design.
Please take a moment to read the slide and click the link for more information. Please take a moment to read the slide and click the link for more information.
How to use this document. This document is designed to provide guidance and support for educators seeking to begin the process of decolonising their curriculum. It reflects our school's perspective and approach and is by no means a definitive or exhaustive solution. Rather, it offers a starting point for exploration and reflection with the goal of helping educators navigate the complex and ongoing journey of decolonisation in education. We recognise that our understanding of racism and its complexities is evolving. As a predominantly white staff, we acknowledge that we may have unintentional biases and blind spots, but we are committed to continuous learning and self-reflection. We strive to educate ourselves about the impact of structural racism on our students, community, and society as a whole, and we work to incorporate this knowledge into our practices and decision-making processes. Knowledge is not culture-free, but rather constructed through the perspectives of those who have power. Jacobs, 2005. Our school has been informed by a deep understanding of research and government guidelines, which has been essential in shaping our leadership team's broader thinking and strategic direction. By staying abreast of the latest research and policy developments, we've been able to make informed decisions that support our school's vision and goals. As a staff, we believe it is important to understand the bigger picture and what government national policies are shaping education. All of our staff are aware of the following documents. Professor Charlotte Williams' report, which gave 51 recommendations, all of which were accepted by Welsh Government, the Anti-Racist Wales Action Plan 2022, Cardiff Met and Gwent Safeguarding Board research and recommendations, and Curriculum for Wales, diversity as a cross-cutting theme. Diversity here refers to recognising and celebrating the diverse nature of social groups and communities, ensuring that the curriculum reflects that diversity and is responsive to the experiences of those groups and communities, and at its most basic, it means being aware of the characteristics of others and treating others with compassion, empathy, understanding and equity, regardless of those characteristics, and as learners progress, they should become increasingly aware of a range of specific characteristics which can define our identity, including sex, gender, race, religion, age, disability, and sexuality. The schools as learning organisation, there are 4 transversal themes of time, trust, technology, and thinking together, and this supports the building of relationships for learning and particularly our journey towards an anti-racist curriculum. All staff will consider this in their medium-term plan. As a school, we have made anti-racism and decolonisation a priority by having it as an action on our school improvement plan. All staff are responsible for supporting this action. In order to achieve our strategic vision, staff have many opportunities for professional learning. All staff have dedicated reading and research time, and during this time they may read around something that is relevant to them or their class. Alternatively, there will be reading and reflection set to help focus staff on our whole school priorities. Regular professional learning sessions are mapped to support staff's understanding of anti-racism and decolonisation, and as a whole school we may focus on a book for the year. Staff will engage and reflect on this as part of their professional learning offer. All of our leadership team have or are undertaking the DARPL leadership module. At school, we recognise that the foundation of our anti-racism journey lies within each individual. To truly dismantle racism, we believe that each person must first engage in introspection, examining their own biases and privileges. Only then can they begin to unlearn harmful beliefs and attitudes and relearn a more empathetic and inclusive mindset. We understand that any attempt to address racism without this individual introspection would be superficial and potentially even harmful, and therefore we prioritise this essential step as the starting point of our anti-racism efforts. We think of anti-racism as hard work. It requires dedication and perseverance. It can be challenging at times and is certainly not linear. It involves both emotional and intellectual effort. As individuals work to dismantle racism, they may progress through 3 distinct stages of learning, each with its own unique struggles and opportunities for growth. Here is an example from a member of staff's professional learning diary. It's a reflective piece from the book Me and White Supremacy by Layla Syed. This reflection shows the individual's thinking around her own white privilege. By encouraging self-reflection, staff are more equipped to plan informed and culturally aware content. This slide shows our model for curriculum design. Staff use this to guide their thinking at a medium-term level for planning. At a school level, staff at Jubilee Park Primary School have taken such agency and developed our own bespoke Thrive curriculum. Our curriculum design supports the development of a culture of learning, an environment for learning, pedagogy and assessment to ensure that all our children thrive in a transforming world and make progress towards realising the 4 purposes. Our curriculum is underpinned by our mission statement to inspire, nurture and celebrate success. This is further supported by 3 vision principles that are the foundation for our strategic purpose and curriculum development. We are committed to igniting a passion for learning, creating the conditions to thrive, and growing together with the community. Our vision principles, curriculum design, and professional learning and development triangulate to support the Curriculum for Wales 2022. Each element is interdependent upon each other and flexible in responding to the needs of our growing community. The iterative nature of our curriculum design has enabled us to think deeper about learning and to ensure that we provide a curriculum to support the diverse nature of our community and wider world. A focus of our curriculum design has been influenced by the work of Valerie Hannon and her book Thrive. Hannon urges practitioners to focus on the why of curriculum design rather than the how and the what. As a school, we constantly refer to our why. Our teachers are encouraged to phrase their why at the start of each of their curriculum theme design, and this is used to inform the how and what of learning. We have 4 curriculum lenses to guide us in our pedagogical thinking: Cynefin, community and citizenship, discovery and exploration, sustainability and wellness. To ensure we offer a broad and balanced curriculum, we have collaborated and reflected on the What Matters statements and the principles of progression for each AOLE. We identified important conceptual triggers that cut across disciplines and that pursue life-worthy learning. All themes will sit underneath a lens. The conceptual triggers within each lens are directly related to the AOLE What Matters. Each class will experience each lens throughout the academic year. There are no timescales or set order for the lenses. Some lenses may be explored more than once, and this is part of the agency afforded to our teachers. This slide demonstrates the further work staff undertake and are involved in to support them to curate curriculum content. Our definition of decolonisation. Professional learning opportunities have given us as staff time to unpick this definition and discuss our understanding of it and how to achieve it through curriculum design. This customisable self-reflection template has been taken from materials created by the Coalition for Racial Equality and Rights, August 2021, as part of an anti-racist curriculum development guide for teachers in Scotland. Staff will use this tool at the planning stage to support them in their thinking. Here we have an example of medium-term planning for a Year 6 cohort. Here you can see how the why is always articulated first and how the curriculum lens helps guide the practitioner's thinking. Specific consideration is made to how the teacher will look at ways of decolonising the curriculum. This is a sample of short-term planning specifically related to the medium-term planning you just saw. And here you have an example of the work produced from the lesson which you saw planned. Here is an example of some planning underpinned by our research. One of the books we focused on this year is Wish We Knew What to Say by Pragya Agarwal, which has helped us understand our own biases and recognise that children also develop their own biases. This book has been instrumental in guiding us on how to address racial prejudice in a way that is age appropriate and suitable for discussion with children. Through this book, we've learned the importance of opening up conversations and amplifying the voices and experiences of our learners from diverse backgrounds. By providing children with the language and tools they need to navigate the world around them, we can empower learners to be empathetic, inclusive and understanding individuals in line with the intentions of the 4 purposes for the curriculum. As educators, we strive to create a safe and trustworthy environment where every child feels seen and heard. We recognise that each child is unique with their own distinct experiences and identities. Our goal is to provide the space and time for children to explore and discover their individuality, developing a strong sense of self that is grounded in confidence and security. As a class, we gave much time to learners to explore their identities, using self-portraits as a vehicle for the exploration. During this time, we talked at length about melanin and skin colour, each and every one having a unique shade. We talked about defining features that made them special, such as hair. However, as always, research underpins our thinking, and so consideration of hair and culture was looked at before the lesson. We were mindful of the touching of hair, and for more information around this, please see the Halo Code. Here is an example of some children's self-portraits along with snippets of dialogue captured between the adult and child. And you can see here how we've tried to lift this quote. When we do not talk about race and identity actively, children are more likely to internalise any racism and form a negative view of themselves. They're more likely to pick up stereotypes about people and incorrectly judge them. Finally, as practitioners, we will always reflect on our theme, our intentions and initial why. The power of this helps support our teachers in understanding where they have been and where they are yet to go.
Thank you for listening. For more information, please contact us using the email on the screen or visit the DARPA website.